Hi guys, Brad the Builder. Welcome back to the job site. Today I'm at Andrew Flair's house and I'm here to check up on the job site, which I like to do on a regular basis, especially during framing. There's a lot of things that happen very quickly and I'm looking for opportunity and any potential things that might be missing. As you remember, last week at Flair's we decided to move the stairs on the garage closer to the house. So with that, we have a situation where I have been talking to the engineers. We have a 4,500 pound steel beam that now has to be 6 foot longer, and we're making sure all that ends can be supported correctly. That has been a topic of conversation with the framers today, but also you can see we've got a lot of all the interior and exterior walls on the main floor are framed, but we're still waiting for the roof trusses, and those should be coming later this week. But after building homes for over 35 years, I have some tips I want to share with you at framing that people sometimes make mistakes or don't take advantage of this opportunity. So I'm going to talk about wall insulation and corners. So follow me over here. This is a good example. Even though we're in a garage, Andrew's still going to insulate his garage, so I have to be conscious of that as well. So in this corner, these are corners. If we did not leave this, my hand, if I could not get it back in there, that means the framers have boxed in this corner and there's no way for insulation to get in. The cold air gets in there and it's going to be a cold spot. And that even happens on inside of people's houses. So if you can't stick your finger in around these corners, you have now lost the opportunity for insulation. So even though it looks small, we can get a spray gun and put foam in there and take care of that. So that's a good tip to remember and check on your house because you can never go back and do it again. Okay, here's another example that looks like we have boxed in a corner because this is the interior wall where the garage divides the house, but this is an exterior wall. That's what a boxed in corner looks like. But if I reach around, I can actually touch this board from inside. So we have not boxed it in, but this is what it would look like if you came to a corner of the house. Also notice these are 2x6 walls. When I frame a home, we always use a 2x6 exterior wall. This also is considered like an exterior wall because it's part of the garage. The 2x6 does two things. It's structurally sound, and codes are getting more and more strict on energy. So I have to stuff a whole bunch of insulation in this wall to get the R value up. So you get the best of both worlds. So we can get a higher R value in a 2x6 wall versus a 2x4. And that's another thing that you can never go back and change again when you build your house. So it's money well spent. If you do it right the first time, you'll get the benefits through lower energy costs on your home, the life of your home. So I have a couple more good tips inside I want to show you as well. Okay, inside here I want to show you a great tip. When you build a home that has 9-foot ceilings, these happen to be 10-foot ceilings. I don't know if you don't pick up on it now, but when you move into your home and you see doors that are standard 6'8" tall, let me show you what that looks like. A 6'8" door would be, there we go, 6'8". That's a standard height door. Look at how much more we have to go. This is an 8-foot tall door. And the tip is, when you frame them, an easy number to tell your framer is you measure them up to 99 inches off the floor. If you're a hockey player, we remember it by Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player. His number was 99, so that's a good way to remember it. So an 8-foot tall door probably costs $100 more, maybe $150. Depends on if they're solid core or hollow core. But when you come into a home that's this high-end caliber, you want to make your home feel high-end, doesn't have to spend a lot of money. Just by taking your doors up to 8 foot tall, just makes these things look so fantastic. And I have never done a house with main floor doors at 6'8", and that's a thing that people look for and they always comment on, that they pick up on that right away. Another thing that we've done is when you build a big home or any size home, even though you have 2x6 walls on the outside, you don't have to do those on the inside. We go 2x4, but if you look here, I have made this jamb, this called a cased opening. We're now transitioning from the mudroom area into the kitchen, and you don't want to feel like your house has 2x4 little skinny walls. So we'll make these 2x6. Sometimes we'll go 2x8. But to do that, we're able to hide it because we're encroaching into this room. So we have 2x6 wall here, and on the other wall where I'm at with the kitchen, that's 2x4. So this will get a cased opening. We leave the headers up high, and so it has a nice transition through the home. And if you follow me over here, another insulation tip for when you're going to spray foam. Every door window has a header above it, but when they build the headers, notice how that's recessed. So by recessing that header, pushing it to the outside, I can fill this entire cavity full of a spray foam, and every inch is an R7, and I believe, I'm trying to figure out here, we got a little, almost 2 inches there. So I can get an R14 in there where before it would have just been wood. Oh, I do have one more tip I want to show you. The flooring. We use an Advantech flooring on all of our subfloors, and that may not mean much to you, but it's a thing as you can see, we are building with no roof. It's been snowing on this, it's been raining on it, and Advantech floor is far superior than an OSB wood. It can handle the elements. So when the house gets closed in and the wood starts drying out, you don't want your floor to delaminate and create problems, because you got to put a nice wood floor over it or an LVT floor. And if there's any problems with your subfloor, it's going to show through on your final flooring. So this is a little more money, but you get what you pay for is what you get. You get a good product for a little bit more money. So I would recommend this highly. So I hope those tips helped you a lot. There's going to be more coming down the road. So thanks for joining me on the job site. I'm Brad the Builder.